only 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Play action now. Prescott swinging this out for Pollard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one on the line of scrimmage.
Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. You talk about this Washington defense coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. And pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Now 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Hal from the gun. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. And that's an important completion right there, because that's going to do it. With that last pass, he eclipses Peyton Manning's all-time mark of 5,477 pass yards in a single season. I think the Engravers, they can get the MVP trophy ready. This has been a year for the ages as he stands alone in single-season passing. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stop the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes, and the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's one way you take away a 1st down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. He'll take it at the 42. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Robinson on a give right side. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score Cowboys 3, Commanders 0.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Howell. And that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Howell throwing on third down here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the Cowboys 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. Badgley's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
56 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3.
Commanders 3. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Second down throw for Howell. That one downfield for Dotson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. Howell. And his throw is incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Howell looking to throw again. This pass hauled in by Dotson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Howell. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Off the play fake, Prescott letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Now Prescott. Here's a screen now for Pollard. Powering his way forward. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Howell. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Throwing here, Howell. Throw right side complete to Dotson. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now 3rd down and 7. Here's Howell. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. It's Howell with another throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses home or out of bounds. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Howell out of the shotgun. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. That's out wide here for Robinson. Touchdown! Brian Robinson Jr. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Howell And the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete, it's Dotson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Howell now to throw it. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards there on a Washington first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
2nd and 9. And Howell will throw it. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd down, Howell back to pass. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And once more, Howell back to the air. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. So here we go, 4th down, Howell. That is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And Pollard going to pick up a Cowboys first down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And some room to work. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Chase Young, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On second down, it's Pollard. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 143 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on second and long, but now you still have to deal with third and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, and maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Ronnie Gold on now to try the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Gold is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner's a former deep.
There he goes, right side. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game. Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there. Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Cook's full extension. It's complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Cowboys first down.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. Prescott now. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. And they're going to speed things up here. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Second down throw for Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Commanders' first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Another throw for Howell. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead is hanging by a thread after that pick 6, but look, they're still in the driver's seat. Now the question, how aggressive will they be on this drive? Time to find out. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll go play action. Howell. Thomas brings it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Howell. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Howell looking to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. 3rd and long, here's Howell. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Now he's into the clear again. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Cowboys use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5.
Cowboys 32, Commanders 27.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And that's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll run left with Pollard. No gain on the play there, second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind that it'll also stop the clock with a 2-minute warning. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Drops this underneath for Pollard. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. Howell's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Howell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Howell, another throw on 2nd down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Howell now to throw it. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. Here's a 2nd and 7. Howell's going to mix it up here.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. It's Howell with another throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Here's 2nd down. Here's Howell. Oh, and going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now because he saw that happen.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. On third down, it's Pollard. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Defensively, 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10. Powell to throw. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking.